Okay, so I'm 8 weeks into doing exercising every day, eating decently, which isn't strictly true because I did 3 weeks on, and then the next week I had a massive bender, fell off the wagon, had like 3 takeaways, pub lunch, made me feel like shit. Not gonna do that again. Just finished another 3 weeks, and this week again I've eaten some crap, but it's been no way the fall from grace that it was last time. Not that it's bad eating crap, it's good for the soul. It's good for the soul. But 8 weeks, and if you look at, it'll be at the beginning or the end of the video, I'm going to do a shot of my progress over the 8 weeks so you can see the weight loss. So I did 22 minutes hardcore, so we did Monday to Saturday, we'd work out every day, take Sunday off, and then we'd have a meal plan. And it was not such a meal plan, it was just like, it was like a pie chart with how much carbs you want to be eating, how much protein, how much vitamins, etc. And it also had a list of stuff that's good to eat. So like for your carbs, you want to be eating brown rice or sweet potato, those are your carbs. It also had yams on it. The meal plan was made by the American guys, and I've never seen a fucking yam in England. I saw it and I was like, isn't that a sweet potato? I don't know. Maybe you can get it from a hipster shop. What's a yam? Answers on a postcard. So did the meal plan. Now, 3 weeks initially was fucking tough. I had to turn down some shit. Like I did a gig with my band, and we all got a full English breakfast. And the rest of the band sat and troughed full English breakfast. And I ate probably about... That was like... But it didn't actually bother me as much as I thought it would. It was hard. But then I had 2 weeks off and I started again. And the second time just wasn't even hard. Like I was still wandering around Lidl looking at stuff and going, oh, well, that looks delicious. Oh, well, not for me. And it kind of helped, you know, that sort of old-fashioned thing where it's like, oh, catch your kid smoking, oh, make them smoke the whole pack and make them sick, that'll teach them. Old school, but it was kind of like that. I couldn't have anything, and then I smashed a load of bad food, and I didn't enjoy it anywhere near as much as I thought I would. It wasn't the same, or maybe I was never enjoying it as much as I thought I was, but you know, and it sort of taught me that if I'm going to eat crappy food, like I'm going to eat cake, I'm not going to eat an Asda cake that's been there for 3 days. I'm going to go and eat a homemade cake that a friend offers me. Like, that'll be worth having. So, saying no to everything, not eating any bad food is not sustainable. I mean, it was for 3 weeks, and it was fine. But saying no to the right things, it's made me appreciate that. Like, not eating... If I'm going to eat bacon, I'm going to eat some nice bacon and have it as a treat rather than just nailing a load of really cheap stuff. Things like that. And a lot of the changes to the meal plan were just small. Like I eat a lot of rice, so I just ate brown rice. Instead of having chips, I'd do sweet potatoes and I'd do them in olive oil and I'd bake them. And it was all, you know, I worked out that if I bought at the start on Sunday, I ordered from Asda online. I didn't buy anything I didn't want or need, like, you know, 3 for 2 Jaffa cake, end of the aisle purchase or any of that. And I ordered in the food I needed, then I didn't have to go to the shops. It saved me a lot of time, it saved me a lot of money, and it saved me some calories, so that was cool. And that's how I felt about the meal plan. The meal plan was pretty good, and it wasn't even a big deal the second 3 weeks. The exercise, to begin with, was so tough. I mean, this might be a British thing, but you know, the videos are very, very American, very loud, very and it was like a military style workout, so it was all like, sound off, all that, and I was just like, and they try and get you to chant along, so like count down your push-ups, 1, 2, 3, and I was like, no, I'm British, we don't shout out about stuff like that, don't do it. And I took, you know, I was swearing at the trainer. Tony took some serious grief off me. You know, I was there on the floor going, I can't do anymore. Fuck off. Just like swearing at him, giving him some grief. But it got easier as it went along. So there was like a cardio day, and there was a resistance day. I find cardio way easier than like weights and push-ups and shit like that. So the cardio wasn't as bad for me. But then the resistance day, they had us doing pull-ups, and I could do like one. And I know some people can't do one. It's so fucking like, pull-ups are tough. But like if you couldn't do the pull-ups, there was an alternative. So you could like stick a strap on the pull-up bar and you were pulling it. So even though I wasn't pulling my whole weight up, I was still doing something, and I got to the point where I could do like 4, like quite well. From like 1 was awesome. But that was hard. And then so you do there's three stages, but I think the first time I only did the 2 stages. So there's resistance 1, resistance 2, cardio 1, cardio 2. And it was tough, and the whole way through I was like, I'm gonna die. But I could rationalise it to myself by going, yeah, but it's only 22 minutes. It's nearly over. I hate it, but it's nearly over. And like, I could get worked out, then have a shower. So it's like I'd never worked out in half an hour. And I almost didn't believe it wasn't going to work because it's so little time to be working out. Like, prior to this, I was smashing hour on the treadmill. Not treadmill, cross trainer, and then a few days later an hour, and then a few days later another hour. It wasn't getting anywhere. And because you see yourself every day, I'm looking in the mirror and I was like, I don't even look any thinner. And I was asking my girlfriend, I was like, do you think I look any thinner? Do you think I look any more toned? And she was like, I don't know. I see you every day. And then we done the before pictures and we stuck them together, and I was like, I lost half a stone. I wasn't too fussed about how much I weighed. It's just more about how I looked. So Andy got us doing measurements. So we'd like measure our bellies and our bums and see how many inches we'd lost. And I'd lost like all total, I'd lost 4 inches everywhere. Fucking insane. And I looked so much thinner. There was loads of benefits that I hadn't even considered. Like looking at the pictures, my posture improved. It's like, what the fuck? I wasn't as tired. Like, I go into bed and I just put my head down completely out. And then, you know, I could go to bed, sit down, wind down slowly and go to sleep without just collapsing. Didn't feel as bad getting up in the mornings. And I felt it had an effect on my mental health as well. Like I was a lot more, I felt a lot more cheerful, felt better. Obviously not when I was doing the exercises. I was full of rage and anger. But generally the rest of the time, like I've always found with workouts, for the first 2 days it's hell. And it's just getting over that hump. And then once you make it part of your routine, that really worked. And Andy got me in this group on Facebook. So any days I couldn't be arsed, and I'd be like, you know what, I might fuck it off. I'd get pinged from the group and someone like, I've just done my workout. And I'd be like, shit. And there was a guy in the group who was in Florida with all the flooding, it was a hurricane, everything going on, and he was like, Wi-Fi, I've got some Wi-Fi, so I downloaded some of the workout videos offline. I've been trying to do that, you know, with no internet, my house is a bit trashed. And he was finding time to work out, and I was like, well, if he's doing it, I don't really have an excuse. It's a bit pathetic that I can't be bothered when he's putting up with that. So like everyone in the group, and like, I really can't bother today, and someone will be like, come on, you can do it. Come on, get on with it. Stop coming on here and can't be bothered. You know what I mean? And it all happens out, and everyone's going, I'm really craving this, I'm missing this, and they go, try this out, try this food out. And I think that's what made the difference was being in the group, because Windows update. I'd been trying to use hardcore. Well, I wasn't doing hardcore 22 because it's a really cool thing. It's kind of like Netflix, where there's loads of different workouts. And I used to do body combat back in the day, which is like a mixed martial arts one. So they were doing it's what's it called, Corps de Force, and it's similar thing, and I love that, but I was not doing it as much without the sort of the challenge and the group motivation. I didn't do it as much, so I didn't get any results. So I was just so happy with what I got from it. Like, I lost a load of weight, and then the second time, like, you'll see from the pictures, it's obscene. Like, I just look so much better, and like, even so, I got 2 stages. I got the before and after from the first lot, and the before after the second one, and like, my posture's improved again. Like, it's crazy. Like, the results, just so happy with them. Yeah, cheers, Tony. Gave you a lot of grief, but the workout was awesome. So one thing I was going to mention is I want to do it again. The results are good. So I'm starting a challenge on Monday. It's 22 minutes a day, 22-minute hardcore. So you can work out and have a shower in half an hour. You can't really get any better than that. You can do it. It's all doable in your own home. You need a couple of things, like you could do with a pull-up bar, a resistance band, a mat's nice, and some dumbbells. The what they call the angular ones rather than the circular ones, so you can like rest on them. But you can get by without them. Like, there's some stuff you can do if you don't want to spend the money or you haven't got them. I had some sandbag weights that I used instead. You can work it around you, and even if you're not doing it exactly, you're doing something and you're gonna get some results. Like, I can't promise you'll get what I get, but you will get results. Like, you will feel better, you will look better. I can promise that much. Everyone's different. Everything's affecting you in different ways. People have got different health conditions and different levels of mobility, so it's going to be different for everyone, but you will have a better time with it. So Monday, 22 minutes a day for 2 weeks. I'm going to give you a meal plan. You can do as much or as little as you want. It's absolutely free to sign up for 2 weeks. And you don't just get 22-minute hardcore. There's a lot of yoga, a lot of other exercises, weightlifting stuff, etc. Meal plans. There's loads of great stuff on there. Anything else I need to tell you? 2-week challenge. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I need the motivation too. So we'll all be in the group motivating each other. If you can come on and like help me, my natural laziness, get off my ass and do the workout as well, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, thanks for checking out the video. If you want to join in, message on the YouTube comments, send me a private message, or comment on this on Facebook, and that'd be awesome. Thanks.